What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I think for Terra Luna Classic, we're kind of focused on a couple of things, right? Utility, burns, the overall supply. And I think there are people that are mainly just focused on how we decrease that supply no matter what, whether it impacts us by giving us gains or impacts us by giving us less potential for gains, right? And I think the way people are looking at it for the latter is more of a reverse split. And I've mentioned this a couple of times on the channel about reverse splits and why I'm not a big fan of it, because obviously people are in it for gains and it takes away, so much momentum there. But I wanted to give you an understanding of where the other side is, as well as, understanding where my side is. And most people actually land on this because most people are investing it for the gains. If you take away those, it's not a good situation. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. You can check out the link for Weeble, the link for KuCoin, Crypto.com. I also have my Patreon link for Twitter, for Instagram, all of those things down below. We'll find a way to update some of those referral links that we have for credit cards and stuff if you guys are interested in that. But we're here to talk about Terra Luna Classic and this overall idea of a reverse split. Now, I haven't heard it come up much lately. I've seen a couple of comments where they were like, look, let's just get this over with and, worry about repegging USTC, getting Lunic back to the place that it needs to get to, do a reverse split for both, for USTC and for Terra Luna Classic. And we'll see that people hold less coins, but we'll be able to get back to the area that we want to, and then we'll see the market cap rise as well. But that's not necessarily true. Um, uh, if we take a look at Terra Luna Classic currently, we're at 0.0001701. We're at a $1 billion market cap. I think the highest we've gotten to at these low levels was around a $3 billion market cap. It might have been 3 or 4 billion. But we were at 0.0006. So almost at a or close to getting up there to a drop zero, getting to like 10% of a penny. And we would see higher market caps as we get up there. If we get to 10% of a penny, that's about a $6 billion market cap, a 5.6 or $5.9 billion market cap. As you can see here, we have a decent amount of volume that goes through. We have that circulating supply that everybody focuses on. Now, some people are saying that we should do reverse split, that we should literally get all the way back down to like 5 billion and do a reverse split to where we're taking away 3 zeros. So giving people one for 1,000 Terra Luna Classic. And that's not necessarily, I feel like, a great idea at all. The reason why, and I said this in my other videos, the reason why I think it's not a great idea is because majority of the people that have invested into this at the lows are in it for the gains. And if they have those gains taken away without having a solid use case behind it already, I feel as though we're going to see volume collapse, dollar wise. We're going to see interest collapse as well, because the interest of gaining 1000x gain or whatever is gone, right? Because you're literally taking away 3 zeros and taking away 3 zeros from my position as well. Not only just taking away 3 zeros from the overall supply, you're taking it away from our position as well. Saying that if we're holding, 100 million or something like that, or whatever, we're holding 1 million, take away 3 zeros, we have 1,000. Like that's not what we want. I don't want that. And I'm sure that everybody else doesn't want that, because we know where the potential can be if we see burns. So the idea or the conversation comes up to where it's like, how much do you reverse split if you're going to reverse split? 10, 100, 1,000? Like, what do you do? 1,000 to 1, 10 to 1, or 100 to 1? That's what I'm trying to say. And that's the conversation that we end up having. But I feel like the conversation that we should have is if this is the right time to do that. I think a reverse split is not the end of the world. Depending which one it is, right? If it's a 10 to 1, that may not be the end of the world, right? You have 10 million, you're getting 1 million, and you see the supply drop down. That's not horrible. Yes, you're taking away a zero from you being able to gain another X, right? Another 10X or 100X or whatever. You're going from, instead of being at 10 or 100 or 1,000, instead of being at 1,000x, you're now at 100x because you took away 1 0. That's for the overall potential gain, if that makes sense. Um, so 1 0 would be understandable. 3 zeros is way too much because it takes away all of our opportunity. Now, um, if you see it from the other side, it's always like, if we take away all of these zeros and we get USTC back to a dollar peg, or we get Terra Luna Classic back to a level of $1 plus $3, $5, whatever, now we can see the algorithm, we can see everything that's in place, and it saves the project. But not only does it save the project, it again takes away gains from our pocket, so we're not going to see those larger gains unless we see the market cap move. Now, if we do that without utility established, without understanding where we will go, and having everything set up in line for us to have an increased market cap, then we're not going to see any gains, and it's going to stay at $1 billion of a market cap. And then we're just going to be living where it is, and it's going to stay flat, and it's not going to be good because we're all in it for the gains. But then, on their side, they're just like, all right, well, we can try and we can do that. But if we fail, the whole thing fails, right? Interest fails. You see no volume, you see a lower market cap, you see less that's going into it, and then everything fails if we fail when we do a reverse split. So I really don't think that this is a good idea to even consider right now. I feel like it's not the right time to think about that. Yes, if we get to a point where we have a 10x gain, maybe even a 100x gain, where we get to a like $60 billion market cap, let's say if we go from here up to a drop zero or 10% of a penny, then we get up to a penny, which is a $60 billion market cap. And now people have gained, a decent amount. Maybe they've gained 100x their investment. Now you can start to think about, all right, well, is it smart for us to do a reverse split here? Because now we can get it back to a repeg state. A lot of people gained a ton of money. Now you can end up making that move. Yes, people won't become multi-millionaires, but you will be able to gain tens or hundreds of $1,000s from where we are to where we get to. So when it gets to a penny, then you start realizing, hey, if we do a reverse split here, take away a zero, and then also factor in burning, now we can make that move. However, I mean, I feel like we're not in the right time to think about something like that. So we shouldn't. And the reason why I'm mentioning it is because I do see a couple of things that are coming across as saying, hey, you know what, we should just cut our losses and do a reverse split. And it's not going to help us out the way people think, because one, everybody, or at least 70 to 80% of people that are invested are in it for the gains. And if you take away those gains, you take away the volume, and you take away the holding, and you take away the staking, and you take away everything. So you have to kind of tread lightly here. You kind of have to, walk like you're literally on thin ice, because it's definitely a difficult situation. Now, I'm not saying that the split is the worst idea in the world. I'm not saying the split is the best idea in the world, but I can tell you it's not the end of the world unless we find a way to do a full split, which nobody would vote for. I don't think anybody would vote for us to do 1,000-to-1 split. Maybe down the road we can do a 10-to-1 split, but not right now. I can't say that we can do that right now and see growth for the future. So you let me know what you're thinking. I think it's definitely interesting, and they're always coming up with different concepts on how we can find a way to repeg USTC. But just like I said in the past, everybody has to give up something, right? In order to get this back to a level to where we're recovering it, everybody has to give up something. Either we're all giving up something on the burn side, where CEXs are giving up things, investors are giving up things, DApps are giving up things, all of that stuff to have these burns in place. And if we're not giving up the burns, we have to give up something else. Everybody has to lose in order for all of us to win, right? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. I know we're going to get some different type of comments where people are like, hey, you're supporting the reverse split. I thought you were against it, and I am against it. I'm wholeheartedly against a full reverse split. But when it comes to down the line, we're at 1 penny or 2 cents or something, and we feel like we've reached the maximum of growth. well, then that may make sense. Or if we lose interest, then it may make sense from where we are to bring it back and find a way to, build up that market cap or something. But right now, not even close to the right time. Let's focus on burns. Let's focus on utility and creating more burns within that utility and gaining the max potential that we can gain. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you want to follow me on Patreon, feel free to follow me there. If you want to reach out to me, I have my Discord group where you can reach out to me privately. Also, you can reach out to me privately on Patreon through the messaging portion. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.